my name is Jared. When I'm in the kitchen cooking with mushrooms, you can call me Chef Gerard. We're at Back to the Roots, an urban mushroom farm in Oakland, California. And right now I'm going to show you how to make mushroom ravioli. I'm really excited for this because it was taught to me by my great uncle Nicky, one of the best chefs I know. I can't wait to show you how to make mushroom ravioli. All right, so we're going to use a couple types of mushrooms. Some shiitakes right here, and some fresh oyster mushrooms that I've grown right out of this little brown box. We're also going to use some ricotta cheese, some smoked mozzarella, shallots, a little bit of olive oil. So the first thing I'm going to do is make my mushroom filling. Cut up the shiitakes, the oysters, the shallots, saute it, and we'll add it to the ricotta cheese. I'm going to start with a couple tablespoons of pure olive oil on a medium-high heat. Let it heat up for a second. So I really want to hear the sizzle right here. There we go. Garlic, just 1 clove, a big shallot, shiitake mushrooms, oysters. Now you noticed I cut them up pretty fine, and on the scale of coarse to fine, I'd say we're going borderline real fine right now. One of my new favorite things to do, add a little sherry wine. Helps deglaze the pan, pulls all that good flavor off the bottom of it, just mixes right in. Now to finish off the mushroom filling, I'm going to add some breadcrumb. Not too much, a couple tablespoons to soak up some moisture. Nice handful of smoked mozzarella that's been finely chopped. Some fresh ricotta cheese. Now I wanted to let the mushrooms cool down before adding the cheese so the cheese didn't melt all over the place. So I let them cool for about 5 minutes before adding everything else. All right, so here comes the fun part, filling the ravioli. Now you're gonna need some pasta dough. Don't tell Uncle Nicky, but I cheated. I went out and bought some dough fresh. You can also make it, obviously it's gonna taste much better. You're also gonna need 2 spoons and a fork. All right, so I've got my dough, 1 spoonful of filling, and then scoop it off with the other. Now you wanna leave enough room in between so you can cut between them with a little bit of a border. For your first time, I'd err on the side of too much border. You don't want things to get cramped. Just a nice little dollop of filling. All right, so I'm using a little bit of pure olive oil to wet the dough. It helps it stick. You can also use egg as well. Just rub it in between, something to have the dough stick to each other. Doesn't have to be too wet. Take another sheet, same size, lay it down on top. And press around a little bit, but the key part is cutting in between. Just cut nice, even lines. And that's when the fork will come in handy. My ravioli are now individual squares. Take the back of the fork, press that dough in. The fresher the dough, the easier it's going to be for it to stick together. All right, after you've pressed all your raviolis together, if you've got some time, let them sit out for a couple hours, let that dough kind of harden up before you plop them in some boiling water. Now you know your raviolis are finished when they're floating at the surface, and then you can gently scoop them out. If you have that dirty water, it means something's ruptured and you didn't quite seal one up enough. Last but not least, gotta make a real simple sauce. I'm just gonna use pure olive oil, about a 1/4 cup, and 4 to 5 cloves of garlic, a little bit of salt and chili flake. So I just took the raviolis, threw them right into the pan with that sauce to coat them. Now that these things are all sauced up, I can't wait. I've been waiting for this moment all night. It's taster time. The mushroomy, cheesy filling is awesome. I'm gonna be honest with you. Uncle Nick, he never used any mushrooms in his ravioli, but I think he would agree. These things are rocking. My name is Jared, but when I'm cooking mushroom ravioli, you can call me Chef Gerard.